Hello, everybody. Today is going to be a special day as I am going to interview someone who is very dear to me. Her name is Brittany, and she has experience in working in the 911 task force. So, Brittany, we're just going to jump on in, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the first question, okay?
Okay.
All right. How long did you work as a 911 operator?
I was there for a little over 9 years.
Wow, 9 years. So, what was it like emotionally to be on the receiving end of those phone calls?
Well, honestly, you kind of turn off emotion when you go in there because you really just can't get attached to each and every call. You wouldn't make it through the day if you poured your heart out to every person that you talked to. So a lot of times I had to remember that it was their emergency, not mine, and I'm just trying to get them the help that they needed. Obviously, there were certain situations that kind of hit home with me, especially with kids and things like that. So
Oh,
a lot of those calls is what I would say I would get, attached to.
oh, I'm sure. I'm sure some of those had to be really just hard to bear. Um, did you ever receive any non-emergency phone calls, like any funny
Yes,
ones, or just ones that would kind of make you smile or laugh?
yes, every day. I mean, people call for non-injury accidents or, if they have like a shoplifter, things of that nature we would get calls on.
Right.
But the funniest one that I ever had was, and I'm going to get a little vulgar, so I hope this is okay.
Oh, go for it. Let us know.
Okay. Okay, so I had this girl that was pregnant and she was going into labor. And this was like, I don't know, her third or fourth kid. So obviously she should know how this works, right?
Right, of course.
And so she's got like a cousin there with her, and I'm trying to coach the cousin on what we need to do to get ready just in case she feels like she's going to have the baby before EMS gets there. So I'm telling her, you got to remove her pants. We actually need to look at her vagina and see if we see anything, the baby crowning, a hand, a foot, something.
Right.
So she's like, she goes, where am I supposed to look? And I was like, well, what do you mean? She was like, where are you supposed to look? And I'm like, what, are you talking about where the baby comes out? She said, yeah.
Wait,
And
hold
I'm
on. And
thinking,
this was a female?
yeah, that's right. I said, you have got to be kidding me. And she said, yeah. I said, well, do you know where the penis goes in? Where you actually, like, make the baby? And she said, yeah. I said, well, it comes out the same hole.
Right. I mean, I think everyone just knows that based on, common sense. But,
Well, she did.
well, okay. Well, I mean, at least you were there to get her through. So I guess job well done, right? So
Yeah,
with
she
you,
didn't have the baby before they got to the hospital, thank God.
well, that's good. That's good. So with you giving me that example of something you had to go through, let me ask you this next question. How did you prepare yourself daily for the unknown?
They give you as much training as you possibly can get. They try to give you scenarios before they send you out and, just kind of let you do it on your own. And you sit with somebody and you take calls, but honestly, you can't prepare for what you're going to get that day. Because one day might be completely blah, and all you take is car accidents and, general EMS stuff, like I broke my arm, I gotta go to the hospital type thing.
Right.
And then the next day, boom, you might have like an explosion at a building or a train wreck or somebody needing CPR. There's days where I took like 4 or 5 CPR calls. You just never know. So you can't really prepare other than just knowing how to do your job.
Right. Right. Much respect to you and anyone that would have to do that, because I honestly don't think I have the emotional stamina to be able to do that kind of job. Would you be able to give an example of a serious situation that you've had to encounter during your 9 years in the force?
Yeah, I'll give you two, and these are just the most memorable ones for me.
Okay.
One of them I got a life-saving award on.
That's awesome.
It
Congratulations.
was a 2-year-old little boy that went unconscious and stopped breathing. And I think the reason that it happened, not 100% sure, was he was ill and Mama gave him like cough medicine and things of that nature. And we think and it was not her fault.
Right.
But we think she may have given him a little bit too much. And it caused his oxygen level in his blood to drop below what is normal for his age. So he stopped breathing. Of course, once you stop breathing, you go unconscious.
Right.
So here is Mom, boyfriend, and Grandma at the house when this happened to this little boy. And, of course, they call us, and Mom is completely hysterical, as, expected.
Of course.
And when you get in situations like that, when Mom is just too far gone and you can't get her to come down so she can help the baby, that's when you got to kick it into gear and say, look, if you can't do this, I need you to give the phone to somebody that can.
Right.
So I had to you got to get nasty with them a little bit. I hate to say it like that, but you got to do it.
It's true.
Because that baby's depending on you.
Yes. Yes.
So I just said, give the phone to somebody that can do this. And so they gave the phone to Grandma. I said, Grandma, I want you to take that baby, and I want you to go into another room, and I want you to shut the door. Don't let Mom in here. I said, do you understand me? She said, yes, ma'am. And she takes that baby in there, and we start doing, first I did rescue breathing, because he was not unconscious long enough for his heart to stop. So his heart was still beating, but he just wasn't breathing. And at some point, if we wouldn't have gotten him breathing, then his heart would have stopped and we would have had to do chest compressions. But luckily, they called in time.
That's good.
So we just did some rescue breathing. She gave him about 4 or 5 good, hearty breaths. And about that time, he took a big, deep breath for her. I heard him cry. I started crying.
Of course,
and
of course.
Then he woke up enough, and he called her name, and he jumped up and hugged her.
That's beautiful.
That quick.
That's truly beautiful.
And I just broke down after that, because I was like, thank you, God.
Right. Amen. He's good at working miracles.
Yes. So the second call that was probably one of the roughest ones that did not have a good outcome. This one actually made the news.
Wow.
This was when a female, she was pregnant, didn't tell anybody she was pregnant, hid it extremely well so nobody actually knew she was pregnant. She went to work that day at the Kohl's on Preston Highway.
Wow.
She went into the bathroom when she started going into labor. Gave birth to this baby in the bathroom at Kohl's, dumped it in a trash can, left. So when the janitor went in there to change the trash, he lifted up the bag and was like, this is awful heavy for a little trash bag. Looked in it and sees the baby in there.
Oh my God.
Newborn.
It's crazy because I actually remember that, and you were on the force when that happened?
Yeah, I took the call because
wow.
He lost prevention. After the janitor found it, he went to their loss prevention, which is, they catch the shoplifters.
Right.
So he goes to their loss prevention and he just tells them, I found a baby in the trash can. We got to call the police. We got to call 911. They didn't even call 911. The loss prevention guy called our non-emergency line. 9 times out of 10, when you get a phone call from a business like Kohl's, JCPenney, Walmart, on the non-emergency line, they're calling because they have a shoplifter.
Right.
Well, when he called, and I got the call, and it's completely random, it wasn't like I picked it up on purpose. When I got the call, he said, hey, this is so-and-so from loss prevention at Kohl's. I said, oh, you have a shoplifter? And he said, no, we found a dead baby in a trash bag. I said, do what?
Right.
And he repeated it to me, and I said, you're joking. And he said, no, I'm not. I mean, my heart was beating out of my chest.
I believe it.
And, I mean, I asked him, I'm like, look, if you're comfortable, I want you to go in there. You don't have to take the baby out of the bag. If you want to, you can. I'm not telling you to do it, but I want to see if there's any signs of life. And when he, this kind of gets graphic, but
It's
when
okay.
he picked the baby up, the baby's neck was contorted, like turned 90 degrees.
Oh.
So when she dropped him in the trash can, she killed it because she broke its neck.
Oh, Lord.
So it was alive at birth, and it died because she broke its neck. Not like, I mean, she didn't like do it on purpose, but when she dropped it in the trash can to just leave it there,
Right.
it broke its neck. And then she just gets up and walks out. Eventually, the girl comes back to Cole. Police are there. They take her into custody.
Good.
I mean, I think they convicted her of murder, and I think she's doing a life sentence because of it, which she rightfully deserves.
Yes, ma'am.
She deserves more than that, but that's what she got. So that one hit me really hard. I had to take like an hour break because I couldn't go back to the phone after that. I had just had my third child, and you know, being a mom and hearing stuff like that, that just couldn't handle it. It was bad.
I don't blame you. I don't. See, and it's situations like that that make me feel like I could not handle the job, because I think I would lose the professionalism. I would lose my emotions. I would literally lose my mind. I mean, that would, for me personally, that would have a long-lasting, I think, mental effect on me, because something like that I don't think could ever leave my mind. So I want to thank you for giving me both of those examples, and that's going to actually take me in straight into my next question. So you said these are the most memorable, and my next question is: do you ever relive or have nightmares about certain situations that you have encountered?
No, not really. I mean, after those, you know, two particular ones, they kind of stuck with me for a little bit, but then, you know, not that they won't last with me for a lifetime, because I'll always remember that.
Right.
But if you hang on to those things, you would never, like as a 911 person, you would never be able to get through the next call. You know,
Right.
like, yeah, I took a break, and yeah, it sticks with me in my memory. But if I would hang on to that, I mean, I would have a lot of baggage, because I mean, those weren't the only ones
Right.
that I had that, you know, made that lasting impression, but those were just the most memorable, and you just can't hang on to stuff like that, because, you know, it didn't happen to you, and you were just on the receiving end doing what you were trained to do, but
Right.
I wouldn't say that I have any kind of nightmares from it, because I just try to let it go, you know.
Right. Which is good. You know, it's hard for people to do that, so I commend you for being able to do that and just kind of picking up and putting it on the back burner and keep your life going. That's great. What made you? You're very welcome. What made you leave the force?
Well, you know this, Shelby, but I'm sure your listeners probably know, but my husband is a police officer.
Right.
And we've been married almost 8 years. And when, I guess, let's see, back in the summer of 2013, he got transferred to the homicide unit. Now, if you guys know anything about Louisville, you know the homicide rates are off the chain.
Yes, they are.
So, when he got on there, we knew he was going to be busy. Okay, so not only was he getting called out to respond to murders and different things, you know, investigations and whatnot, lots of overtime for him, but 911 had lots of overtime too.
Right.
And I had just had my third child in 2013. So I was a really busy mom, trying to manage my full-time career plus overtime, and now he's got overtime. At some point, it just got to be a little bit too much for us. You know, we were barely home. I was working, you know, anywhere from 8 to 16 hours of overtime a week, plus my 40 hours, trying to raise 3 kids.
Right.
Just couldn't do it no more, and because he had just gotten to homicide, and I didn't want to ask him to leave his dream position, I resigned the December of 2013 just so I could take a job that was a little less stressful and I would be home with the children more.
Of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think after serving 9 years on the force yourself anyway, I think everyone deserves a little break from that after too long. I mean, I know people know how to deal with it, but I don't think anyone could be superhuman to, deal with that on a daily basis. Plus, mommies always come first. There's nothing wrong with it. You gotta take care of them babies while you can. That's right. I think you did good.
Right.
Okay, you're very welcome again. So, has being a 911 operator changed your view on the world at all?
Oh, definitely. And I guess it sounds funny saying this, but I always, when you're on 911 and you take a phone call, you always think about the bad before the good.
Right.
So somebody's calling saying somebody stole something. You always are like, yep, they're guilty. You don't mean to do that, but in your mind, you just, well, he stole my car. Well, he must have done it, right?
Of course.
So, I always, look at situations as bad before I see them as good until I know that it's otherwise.
Right.
So, when I go out, somebody might walk into Walmart and just think, oh, this is a normal shopping trip. Me, I'm on the lookout.
That's right.
I ain't gonna let nobody rob me. I ain't gonna let nobody steal my car. I ain't gonna let nobody assault me. I'm always on the lookout for something bad to happen. And that's just because that's all I heard was bad on a daily basis. Nobody calls 911 for something good happening, right?
Right, that's true.
That has just groomed me to look at the negative stuff in life. I wouldn't really say it like that because I am a positive person, but when it comes to certain things, I always think about the bad before the good.
And that, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing because, always expect the unexpected. And if you are thinking of the negative situations that can happen, well, then if it does happen, then you are already prepared. So I don't even think that's a bad thing. I know you personally, and I think you are a very happy, positive, witty person who just happens to, internally be on the lookout, and I think that's a very smart choice. Personally, because you're not just a penguin walking through the streets, unprotected, and I didn't know what else to say, so penguin came to mind. I don't think you're a penguin at all.
Penguin works.
Yeah,
and it's bad too because I stay away from certain parts of the city because I know what happens there.
Of course.
So I would never go down to and not that I'm judging anybody, okay? Because I'm not. And I know that maybe, if you live in a certain part of the city and that's the only place you got to live, that's okay.
Right.
But I know what goes on in certain parts, and so I just tend to stay away from them. I don't have any reason to go there, so I don't go there.
Right, and I know people can take that in a bad way, and I don't see why they would, because it's true, it's honest, and it's like that in every city. We just happen to be talking about a specific city, but it is like that throughout the entire nation. I live here in Jersey, and I know what towns to go to and what towns to stay away from. Same in the heart of New York.
Exactly.
Same just like in New York City. I know where to go, and I know not where to go. It's people can take that a certain kind of way, but I think if they're logical and they're using their brains, they understand it's not a judging thing. It's not a racism card. It's nothing like that. It's just strategically protecting yourself and protecting your life.
Exactly. I just look at statistic wise, you're more likely to be robbed in a certain area than you would be in another one. So I'm just looking at statistic wise,
and that's okay.
I have a 90% chance of getting robbed if I go down here. Am I going to go down there? Absolutely not.
Right. That's how you do it. It's smart thinking. Plus, there's not really something in one area that you can't find in another area anyway. So if you can stay away from a area that makes you feel uncomfortable, or your life may be threatened, or your belongings, then you can go to a different place in a different area and get the same thing.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, what kind of impact has it had on your life as a woman, as a mother, and a wife?
I am very, very protective. Probably one of the most protective people you have ever met. I would lay my life down for my kids. I will shoot somebody for my kids.
Amen. That's right.
Yes. And I don't know, I'm very hard. The term that we like to use, Shelby, is a bad bitch.
Yes, bad bitches. That's right. Bad bitch. Mm-hmm.
That's me. That's me. It has groomed me to I kind of have like a tough exterior when it comes to things, and
It's good to have.
I don't take no crap off of anybody, and I'm extremely protective.
And that's good, and I think that's a good way to be for all three, just for you in general and everything that is in your life. It's good to be strong and protective and to let people know that we won't take no shit.
Exactly.
That's all the time we have here, folks. That was Brittany, who was on the task force for 9 years of her life in the good old city of Kentucky. Much love and respect to her and her husband, who has also been on the force this entire time. He's still on the force, right, Brittany?
Yeah, he actually transferred over to a different police department, so it's a lot less stressful, and he's home a lot more. So
that's good. That's good. I'm so glad to hear that. So y'all be sure to check out my my YouTube channel. It's in my bio, and be sure to check out my website as well at moraleking.com. Y'all have a great day.